Yo ninjas, I'm Kaio and welcome to this new tutorial where I'm gonna teach you the two-step. If you haven't seen last week's tutorial, check them out. Because if you learn the one-step, that is the move that I taught in the previous tutorials, this move will be much easier. Links are in the description. So let's start from the position 0, this position. I'm gonna teach this move clockwise. So let's start with the right hand on the floor and with the right leg straight, in this way. From here, you have to switch your hands and your legs at the same time. Kinda like a monkey swing that we saw in the previous tutorial. Not just that, in a linear way, but kinda swing your legs like this. So not just like this, but move it around. So again, right hand on the floor, right leg straight, and switch. From here, you kinda like do the one step and you switch the sides, kinda like this move that we saw in the previous tutorial. But this time, when you jump, so when you're here, instead than landing always on the same leg, you change your legs. Instead than doing this, you're gonna jump and do this at the same time. So jump and change. I turn so you can see. So I'm again in the starting position. So again, from the start. Here, right arm, right leg, monkey swing, 1, jump and change. 2, and I'm in the same position again, but on the other side. And I'm gonna just repeat the same movement. So monkey swing, 1 and 2. As you can see from here, I kinda do like a one step, but I switch the leg, so hop and switch. So when you are in the air, you land on your left foot. So from here, here, try again, like this. I'm gonna repeat it slowly a few times and then I'm gonna make it faster. 1, 2, 1, 2. Or you can also count like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You can count however you want, but there are 2 steps. That's why it's called two-step. So in the previous tutorial that we saw the one step, it's called one step because you actually do only one jump and you do a full circle. So you just do 1. Instead, this time we're gonna do 2 movements. 1, 2, and let's start again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm gonna show it from a different perspective. I'm gonna start in this direction and go to the back, to the other side. So maybe you can see better how my legs are working. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. From here, I jump and I land here. When you jump, to make it look cooler, you can try to arch your legs a little bit, kind of like that. And maybe also open your legs. I'm gonna show it a little bit faster now. As you can hear from the sound, it's pa-bam, pa-bam, pa-bam. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. If this two-step is too hard for you, make sure to watch the previous tutorials of the one-step and try this move first. Then come back here and learn the two-step. Now, before to end the tutorial, I'm gonna just show you a few examples of variations that you can do with two-step. And then it's up to you to create your own variations and use your own creativity. The only rule that you need to follow when you create new variations is to always do 2 steps to complete one full repetition. And the same goes for the other steps. When you want to create variation for the one step, you should always do only one step. For the two step, always do 2 steps and so on. So maybe you noticed that this tutorial is a little bit shorter than the previous two, because I think in the previous two I explained more how to create the variations, more about the details, but once you learn these details, then you can just keep going and just use the same concept for all the next tutorials. If you want to know like the basics position, like how to stay here, how to use your hands and everything, and how to create variations, just check the first and the second tutorial that I made. This is the third one. So that's it for these tutorials, ninjas. See you next week on Friday. If you want, send me your clips where you try the two-step or some variations of it on my Instagram at Kaio or wherever you want. And if you want, check out my merch and see you next Friday. Yo, ninjas!